The energy of this short is really interesting, and it's kind of flowing. The story is flowing differently than it usually does for me. So I'm really drawn to the fact that the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Swords down here, they all have like a very similar stance where they're kind of looking in that direction. They look like suspicious or weary, or like this guy looks kind of cruel, but they're all looking like in that direction. And then we have the Judgment and the Hierophant here. So I'm really drawn to the fact that these two are major arcana cards, which is like a much more powerful and solid energy. It's really, the major arcana represents places where there's like a bigger universal force or energy. So you could call it God, source, whatever you believe in, right? Kind of like bringing this energy to you in your life. So it feels like these guys are like a little bit suspicious, like this guy's kind of up to something, right? The Page of Swords even can border on being like a little bit paranoid, but I feel like the Judgment and the Hierophant here are really like this very divine energy. So the Hierophant really represents like a spiritual teacher, a spiritual leader. Traditionally, this is the card of like the Pope, right? I'm drawn to his keys. I'm drawn to like his followers here. So for me, he's feeling like a really trustworthy person. Sometimes he can be a person who's a little inflexible, kind of stuck in like following the rules. But I'm not really feeling that here. I'm really feeling like a more pure energy where he really is just like a leader or a guide. And I'm feeling that with the Judgment card as well. That like angelic figure, right? Really being this like divine calling. So if you're in this collective, it's just really interesting. I feel like if you're in this collective, there's some sort of like divine messages or calling that you've been hearing lately that you're maybe feeling like you don't trust it, or you're like a little nervous about it, or maybe you feel like it's a trick from the universe. Like that's kind of the energies that I'm getting from these guys. But I'm really feeling like with this Hierophant card here and the Judgment, it's like this very pure energy. So take it for what it's worth, right? As always, use your own judgment. But for me, kind of just reading the energy here in these cards, it feels like whatever this calling is that you're waking up to is something that you can trust. It feels really beautiful and really pure. If this message resonated, if you're interested in a personal reading, please find the link in my bio. Thanks.